Southampton won, Chelsea won, and the big talking point coming out of this game, Stevie Nicol, was Callum Hudson-Odoi, a sub, getting subbed off. What did you make of that decision from Tuchel?
Oh my goodness. Listen, I've done it myself as a coach. I didn't want to do it, but I had no choice. On this occasion, though, I think this is a bad choice from Tuchel. You know, rather than taking Hudson-Odoi off, he could easily have taken James off and put Hudson-Odoi on that wing-back role where he's been before. The fact he didn't do that now means there's a chance that he's lost Hudson-Odoi, because if nothing else, it's just embarrassing for a player. So I'm not so sure this is a good move. Well, that's not true. I think it was a bad move. It's avoidable is what it was. And as I said, it was avoidable because he could have played him as a wing-back instead of just sticking him back on his backside.
Because even if he wasn't at his best, that's a short window to decide that someone's not at their best, isn't it? 30 minutes.
Well, it is. And there's a lot of ways to look at this. It also tells you that Tuchel doesn't care. He just thinks that if he sees something that has to be done, regardless of whether it's good, bad, nice, or whatever it may be, he's going to do it. So on the one hand, it's a kind of a show of strength from Tuchel, but on the other hand, I'd say it's bad man management.
Meanwhile, Mason Mount continues to start under Thomas Tuchel, obviously scored the penalty today. It seems that the new coach is a big fan of the player.
Well, he should be as well, because he was the only bright spark for Chelsea today. They moved the ball around pretty quickly, yes. I'm sure that's what Tuchel's been wanting them to do. But as far as creating clear chances, other than the things that Mount did, nobody else contributed. McCarthy in goal had one save that he had to make. No surprise from Mount, but other than that, I mean, possession-wise, total domination pretty much for Chelsea, but creating chances, scoring goals, it just wasn't there today.
Should it have been better against a team on a losing streak like this, Stevie, or is it the fact that they came up against a team who really did have their backs against the wall that made it more difficult?
Well, I think when you have so much of the ball, particularly in the opposition's defending third, then you should do more. You know, Timo Werner has to do more. Mount, I think, did all he could, but Tammy Abrahams didn't do it, and Hudson-Odoi clearly wasn't doing it. So going forward, and as far as creating and scoring goals is concerned, that's a huge problem. And then, of course, when you make mistakes defensively and you lose a goal to a team that hadn't even been close to your penalty box, pretty much the first time they went up the field, then that's another problem. You know, Kurt Zouma got caught out of position for Minamino's goal. Now, we took it well, absolutely dummied Aspilicueta and Mendy in goal, and then outside of the foot, beautiful goal. But you can't afford to make mistakes. You know, you have to grab teams like Southampton by the throat while you've got them and keep them down. And Chelsea didn't do that. And quite frankly, they probably could have still been playing and wouldn't have scored another goal.
As you said, it was a very nice goal from Minamino, and probably a very nice point that Southampton will be very happy with given Chelsea's run of late.
Yeah, I mean, ever since they beat Liverpool, they've kind of been on a downer. They've struggled and they're losing goals. So today, to just lose one and albeit through a penalty, that's big, absolutely huge for that back line, because, you know, to not lose goals in the run of play is what you're looking for from a defence. You know, penalties, things like that can happen. Danny Ings was the unfortunate one today with a poor challenge on Mason Mount. But if that's how you're going to lose goals, then most coaches will take it. So yeah, from a defensive point of view today, Southampton will be very pleased.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.